If you don't feel good about yourself, you don't feel confident in what you're selling, don't go take a course to strengthen your sales skills. Your investment into yourself, whatever it is, it's a course, it's a coach, it's a program, whatever it is, you are committed. Your return on investment is entirely dependent on you. You have to strengthen your relationship to self. And this is what I've learned through investing in myself. I don't care how good or bad the program is, it's up to you. Because I told you, I've made good investments, I've made bad investments, but I never didn't make my money back. In today's episode, we are going to be talking all about investing in yourself. And I just want to make it transparently clear that this is not the kind of episode where I'm going to say invest in yourself and now at the end buy my online course or pitch you to buy something. Truthfully and in full transparency, I have my online course launching at the end of this month. We already have 4 people enrolled. We have 300 people on the wait list. That's really not what this episode's about. It's not a sales pitch or anything like that. It's truly my experience investing in myself. And I actually decided to create this episode because the last episode I created like this actually helped and impacted so many people that I want to create kind of like a newer, more updated version about why I still believe investing in yourself is the best investment that you are going to make in 2023. Because when you can learn how to actually earn money, right? You can learn a skill, you can learn something that will then teach you something versus trying to learn it the hard way or going through trial and error. That's really what you get through investing in yourself. But before we get into the episode, I do want to share with you that I have my new free training coming up called Manifest Your Dream Business. So if you are not on the waitlist or you're not signed up already, you definitely want to do that ASAP because there are limited seats available and this training is not going to be free for long. So this is a really unique opportunity where I'm going to teach you all about how to create your life by design through building your own online business and teach you every step of the way on how to start, grow, and monetize your personal brand. So click the link in the description, click the link in the show notes. You definitely want to be there. I already know that this is going to be the best free training that I've ever hosted. I'm really infusing spirituality, entrepreneurship, and personal development all into one training, and you definitely don't want to miss it. Let's get right into the episode. So the common fears before investing in yourself usually are, what if I don't make my money back? What if I get scammed? Or what if I fail? These are the 3 most common fears that I hear from people, whether they're in my DMs, I'm on calls with them, things like that. And I want to address each of these fears individually because they could be holding you back from so much success. So I think a common theme is, what if I fail, right? What if I don't make my money back, X, Y, and Z? So let's look at failure, right? Failure is inevitable. You're gonna fail in life. If you're not failing, you're probably in denial about it because everyone fails, right? It's just a part of life. And what I say is to fail forward and to fail fast. Everyone's going to have failure. I'm going to consistently and constantly have failures in my life, but I actually never call them failures. I kind of call them stepping stones or growth lessons. And let me be the first to tell you, failures make the best content. They make the best stories. It's so great because in the moment you're like, fuck, like, oh my God, I failed X, Y, and Z. But then you look back on it and you're like, wait, this story can inspire, can impact, and can really bring my voice online, showing personal experience. So that's kind of the way that I look at failure, is that, okay, like there is a light at the end of the tunnel. This is obviously a growing pain. This is a lesson. And if you look at the most successful people, the people that you look up to, they have a graveyard of failures behind them. And truthfully, your success is going to come through failure. It's not going to come from you achieving your goals. And that's just the hard truth, that the process is so much more enjoyable in the long run than actually achieving the milestones, because then you're just ready to go achieve the next one. And now let's look at the belief, what if I get scammed? Okay, I've invested in a lot of courses. I've invested in a lot of good courses, a lot of bad courses, and I've worked with a lot of coaches and mentors. Some experiences were better than the others for their own reasons. But the truth is that your investment is really dependent on you. So even when I've invested in bad courses before, I still made a minimum of a 2x on my return, maybe over the long run, because it really didn't have anything to do with the course. It had to do with the commitment that I made to myself. Because if you buy a course and you're already in it and you're like, okay, this isn't what I expected, this isn't that good, that doesn't mean you still can't take away individual lessons or individual things. You have to have a growth mindset. So there had been investments I'd made in myself, and I was like, this was probably not the best investment, working with independent contractors, like agencies and things like that. But instead of me having a fixed mindset and being like, this sucks, I need to get out of this investment, this is horrible, right? Really limited mindset, scarcity coming up, fears. I said, how can I make the best of this? Like, this already happened. How can I make the best of it? And they actually ended up being some of the best learning lessons. And the truth is, there's always something to learn, right? There's always something to learn. And one of my best friends recently said to me, when you invest in yourself, you don't get what you want, you get what you need. So there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that whatever course, whatever program, whatever health experience, anything that you choose to invest in, it's what you need in that specific moment. So I want to encourage you to open your mind and to ask yourself, what do I need from this person? What lesson needs to be learned through this experience? So when I had invested in a course that was teaching a lot of scarcity marketing, bro marketing, fake countdown timers, things like that, I realized that that type of marketing wasn't for me. So even though originally in the moment I was like, I invested in this course, I spent around $2,000, and I was kind of upset in the moment. I was like, I can't believe I fell for this trap, is how I felt. And maybe some of you have felt like that when investing in yourself before. And now in retrospect, I look back and I'm like, oh my God, I invested in that program to see that this is exactly what I did not want to do. This is the marketing I did not want to do. I didn't want to lie to people. I didn't want to speak to people in their pain. I didn't want to speak to people in their lowest. I wanted to really empower women, empower people to build their brand and build their business and create their life by design. Through investing in that course, that's what I realized. But if I had a fixed mindset and I stayed with the beliefs of I got scammed, this was a failure, how does this person make all this money, this course sucks, X, Y, and Z, that was going to get me nowhere. Right? So instead, I looked at it and said, this is what I don't want to do. And there were some great stuff that I still use. Like, there were some things that I liked, right? You can take what you like, leave what you don't. And I think that's another big fear of, what if I don't make my money back? Well, that's entirely dependent on you. These courses, they'll say, we'll guarantee you this, or we'll give you your money back, right? That's entirely dependent on you. And when you look deeper into those guarantees, there's usually a do the work guarantee. So if you do the work, then you shouldn't be failing. Because the truth is, the course is setting you up for success. And I think a lot of times people will default to, this doesn't work, I'm not making my money back, X, Y, and Z. And the truth is, did you actually do the work? Did you follow the course step by step? And I think that's really important. And I would even take it one step further. Did you reach out to the course creator? Did you reach out to the coach? So something in my course is like, you get direct access to talk to me, to work with me. And my thing is like, I'm going to go above and beyond to support my clients. This isn't the kind of course where you invest in it and then you never see the coach and I'm like, haha, like passive income, like I'm just going to like sit on my ass all day. Like, no, like I'm there to really support you and to show up for you. And I think that's really what differentiates the course industry, is that some people are like, okay, like talk to the tech team, do this, X, Y, and Z. If you're investing into my business, of course you're going to get access to me. Like, that's the whole purpose of investing into my business, is getting that direct support from me. And I think this is what really makes my courses stand out, is that I truly care. And that really goes into the next point of, you want to do your due diligence before you invest in yourself. Like I said, I've made great investments and I've made poor investments in myself. And the poor investments are when I invested out of a place of fear and scarcity. I invested out of a place of, I need this thing to save me. My courses are not here to save anybody. They are here to empower what is already within you. And this is what's so powerful and such a difference. And you're going to see it now that you're listening to this episode, now that you're really aware of the differences in the industry, is that if a course is bringing you down and saying, oh, don't you want to just earn this money and do this thing, and kind of makes you feel bad about yourself, don't invest. invest in a course that empowers you to do better, that really emphasizes that there's a community, there's support, there's an opportunity for you to lean in, there's an opportunity for you to do great things and make big changes. The testimonials inspire you in a way that feels good. And I really invite you to just sit with yourself and ask yourself, is this my intuition that wants this investment, or is this my ego? And the way that you tell the difference is that your intuition, it feels scary to the mind, but exciting to your soul. Your ego is kind of just loud and in your face and telling you this is what's wrong with you. You need this. You don't need anything. You are amazing as you are. I want you to fully consent, and I want you to fully decide that this is my next level. And like I said, we already have 4 women in my signature group program, and what's really awesome about it, and the Conscious Creator Academy is the name of it, 4 women in it. Hasn't been any launch yet. I didn't even have the sales page ready when they enrolled. And what was so cool about that experience is one of the women actually said to me, you know what, I need to think about this for 24 hours. I'll get back to you. And the courses that I had bought in the past were like, no, like, don't let people do that, right? Really like bro marketing, fear, scarcity, like hold on to people. But I have such a client-led sales process that I want to let you go and come back when you'd like. If someone unsubscribes from my email list, they unfollow me, and then a few weeks later, they want to refollow me or they want to opt into my new freebie, amazing, right? I'm not trying to control anybody. I'm not trying to force anybody to buy my products and services. I know there's an abundance of clients that truly want to invest in my courses and working with me and things like that. But the more you try to hold on to people and almost like pressure them out of your own fear, your own projections, you're just going to push people away. And this was a big mistake that I had made in my business in the beginning, because I was investing in a lot of courses to learn sales skills and things like that, but it never came with energetics. It never came with the energetic component. So like something I teach in my courses, for example, is business energetics along with mindset and strategy. So it's all combined. It's all connected. That's a better word. It's all connected. So my course is really divided from mindset and manifestation, right? Learning about the laws of nature, learning how the world works, learning how your mind works, understanding who you are. It's a really big identity piece. And then business strategy, because too many people are jumping into business strategy without doing the mindset work, without doing the energetics, right? So what's important for you to understand is that if you don't feel good about yourself, you don't feel confident in what you're selling, don't go take a course to strengthen your sales skills. You have to strengthen your relationship to self. And this is what I've learned through investing in myself. And that really leads me into my next point, is that when you invest in yourself, you're committed. So I want to share with you guys a little story where I had been trying to lose weight and just exercise, better eating habits, like those foundational skills, better relationship to food. And it just was not working last year. It was so not working. And then I had met with a functional nutritionist. I even had her on my podcast, Francesca Alfano. And my boyfriend was like, I think you should work with her for the support and the accountability. He's like, I know how you are when you invest in yourself, when you invest in something, you are so above and beyond committed. I think that's what you really need if you want to achieve your goals. So I thought about it and I was like, you know what, you're right. So I started working with her. I'm still working with her. She is amazing. I absolutely love her. Functional nutritionist. We really focus on like the relationship to food, balanced meals, balancing your hormones, all this amazing stuff. And the more that I was working with her, I was starting to realize like there is nothing here that's rocket science, right? I could have looked up these recipes. I could have looked up, right, how to make a balanced plate. But why did it click once I started working with her? Because of the accountability and the commitment I made to myself. And that's why I believe that your investment into yourself, whatever it is, it's a course, it's a coach, it's a program, whatever it is, you are committed, and your investment, your return on investment is entirely dependent on you. I don't care how good or bad the program is. It's up to you, because I told you I've made good investments, I've made bad investments, but I never didn't make my money back, because making money is in my DNA. Making money is easy, and that's something that I really believe and I'm so fully confident in energetically. I don't need a course, I don't need a coach to come save me. I do it for that additional support, for that commitment to self. And I want you to start realizing that you have everything that you ever need within you. A coach or a course should only guide you back home to that, should only show you the way of what's already inside of you. And this is why it's so important to make these big decisions, these investments in yourself in an empowering way, in a way where it's truly inspiring to invest in yourself. It feels good. And that goes into the next step. When you invest in yourself, it's really empowering. It shows yourself, wow, this is possible. I've invested over $50,000 into my personal and business development over the past few years. And what I've learned is everything that happens on the other side of that pay in full or that sign up button, everything on the other side of that is success. Because the minute that you press sign up, the minute that you press enroll, half the battle's over. That was the hardest part. It's like when you go to the gym, the hardest part is actually getting there, not doing the workout. That's the same thing with investing in yourself. Whether you believe it or not, you are investing in yourself every single day, because every action that you take in your life is an addition or a subtraction. So for example, let's just say that you sat in bed all day and you watch Netflix. I'm guilty of it too. I did it this past weekend, right? That's a negative investment into yourself. Sometimes, right, you need to relax, you need a break, X, Y, and Z. But the truth is, are you investing in yourself or are you costing yourself? You're deducting something from your life. So I want you to look at every single action as you take and say, what's the return investment? What is the investment in myself? So say you have $100, right? Would you want to invest $100 into a new outfit when you just bought new clothes? You already have a wardrobe full of clothes. You have an abundance of clothes. You have so many clothes. But what about if you invested $100 and you could learn how to make $200? And that's why I love investing in myself, because I learned the skills on how to make more money, how to be happier, how to live a better life, how to be healthier. So when you can learn the skills, you will breed the results for years to come. And on top of it, once you hit sign up, once you invest in yourself, you work with a coach, you invest in a course, whatever it is, you are acting as your future self now. Investing in yourself is all about trusting yourself. The truth is, do you trust yourself enough to make your money back, to get a return on investment? Do you trust yourself enough? Because usually if you're not investing in yourself, or you're scared to pull the trigger, or you're like, no, not right now, it's because you don't trust yourself. And that's the God's honest truth. And the truth is, you don't trust that you're going to be able to make the money back. Maybe you feel like this is too real. This is too real that now my dreams are actually going to become reality. I remember when I invested $20,000 into a mentorship this past year, I remember I was like, I am almost taking a bet on my future self that I know my success is inevitable, because I wouldn't have done that if I didn't think I was going to make my investment back 2x, 3x, 5x, which I did. The whole purpose of investing in yourself is that you start acting as your future self now. Now that you've invested in yourself, you put money on it, you really make this deeper commitment to yourself, you start showing up differently. You start showing up, you're like, I'm that bitch. I just invested X amount of dollars into my coach. Newsflash, if you're selling things and you're afraid to invest in yourself, that's a big problem. There will be people who try to sell $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 programs, but they've never invested that in themselves. I would never charge something that I haven't already invested in myself. And this is why it's so important to do your due diligence. It's like, I've invested $20,000, $22,000 into one coach, one business, paid in full investments. And what's crazy about this is that I feel so empowered by that, because I'm like, okay, first of all, even if all else fails, I can charge this amount of money because I've done it myself. I know what that feels like, right? And then on top of that, regardless, if I'm investing that sort of money, right, that higher amount of money, that's more empowering. I'm way more committed than if I invested $100, right? Because we are all driven by these emotional drivers. And it's like, when you make such a big commitment to yourself, you have no choice but to show up and act as your future self now. So I want to leave you with this. Are you afraid to invest in yourself? Or are you afraid that your dreams might actually become reality? Because the truth is, if you're saying that you want something, you're like, I want to earn 6 figures, I want to earn the 10K months, I want to travel the world, have a life of freedom, I want to do all these amazing things, but your actions aren't aligning with that, do you really want the things that you say that you want? Because the truth is, your success is never guaranteed. But if you move with the intention that even though you can't see the future, even though there's no 3D evidence yet, you trust, you believe in yourself that your success is inevitable, that's when the game changes. The only way to guarantee your success, I don't care what you read online, I don't care how many podcasts you listen to, this is the utmost truth. The only way to guarantee your success is to, 1, decide that no matter what, this is your greatest success story. 2, never change the goal, but it's okay to change the plans. And 3, relentlessly execute while trusting yourself. If there's no plan B, plan A has to work. There's no other way. Your success is inevitable when you decide that it's going to be. So, like I said, this podcast is really powerful. Definitely go back and listen to the other episode about investing in yourself and why I believe that it's the greatest thing that you can do for yourself right now in this moment. This episode, that episode, we can also link it for you in the show notes and the description. But I really just want you to take away this, that investing in yourself is all about trusting yourself. Do you trust yourself enough to do the work, to make the commitment, to earn a return on your investment, whatever that may look like? Do you trust yourself? Because the truth is, there are no secrets to success. I'll break it down for you here. I don't care if people say these are my 3 best kept secrets, these are the 3 things. Go look at 10 different business models, see how they're all wildly different, but they're all extremely successful. It's because you have to learn how to create your business and your life by design in a way that works uniquely for you. And this is what I teach in my programs. This is what we're teaching in the free training. Like I said, I want to help you for free. I have the free training. Sign up, manifest your dream business. We're going to be talking about energetics, mindset, sales strategies, all the things, really mixing together the masculine and the feminine to make your beautiful life and business by design. I want to help you. I want to see you succeed. And this, if you're not ready to invest in yourself yet, this could be the very next step. Sign up for these free programs. See and envision, visualize, say, what about if I just paid $500 for this? If I just paid $1,000? Like, start taking baby steps, because the truth is you're going to learn through mentors and coaches. And on top of that, the people that you meet, they could become your clients, right? You have to put yourself in these rooms, join courses, join communities. Like I have with my course, my community, some of my 2 clients are working with each other now. Like, this is how the online business model works. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. Dream big. Your dreams are worthy of becoming your reality, but you have to want it and you have to say yes. You have to say yes before you feel ready. You're never going to feel ready. You have to just trust yourself enough that this is your time and that this time is different. I will see you in the next episode.